Hey everyone, Christine McKee here from the Emerging Technology team. Let's take a closer look at how you can streamline workflow with your students by creating and posting assignments in your class team for students to complete in the class team. Now, before we get started, I just want you to notice that assignments, class notebook, grades, and if you have Insights installed, Insights as well, no longer live as tabs in the general channel. Instead, you will find assignments as well as class notebook, grades, and insights here in the left navigation of your team above the channels list. So to create new assignments or to review student work that's been completed and turned in, simply start by clicking the Assignments tab in the left navigation. Here is where we would see any upcoming assignments, anything that's been returned, or even drafts that you've started working on. But since this is a brand new class team, I haven't actually created any assignments yet. Let's start by creating our first assignment. I'm simply going to click on the Create button and notice I have three options. I can create a brand new assignment, I can create a quiz, or I can create an assignment from an existing assignment in another class team. Let's start by creating a brand new assignment. When I select assignment, I now see the new assignment window, and we're going to start building this assignment. Our first step is going to be to add the title. Once you've added the title for your assignment, notice that below you can click Add a Category. If you already have categories created, you'd be able to select a category from the list below. If you are just starting out, you can create a category, and categories help organize your assignments. I've gone ahead and added a brand new category, and once I've typed the title, I'm simply going to press Enter on my keyboard. And notice that this assignment is now tagged with this category. Our next step is to enter our instructions. Notice that in the box where you type your instructions, you can format your text by making it bold, italicized, underlined. You can highlight specific aspects of your text. You can change the font color. You can make a bulleted or numerical list, and you can insert live links. Notice that below the field where I input my text-based instructions, I can see Attach and Plus New. Let's take a look at Attach. When I click Attach, notice that I can attach files from my OneDrive. I can attach content from my class notebook. I can attach live links to websites. I can even attach Microsoft MakeCode coding projects. I can attach files from Teams. I can even create a reading progress assignment, which we'll talk about in a separate video. Or I can choose files or media to upload from my device. If I click Plus New, notice that I can create a brand new Word document to share with my students, an Excel spreadsheet, a PowerPoint presentation, or a class notebook page. Now, I'm going to go ahead and attach a file from my OneDrive. Once I locate the file, I simply select it and click Attach. Once the file is attached to the assignment, notice that by default it's set to Students Can't Edit. I can come over to the three dots or the ellipses in the far right, and when I click this, I can select Students Edit Their Own Copy. This means that each student is going to get their own copy of the Design Your Own Locker template in PowerPoint, and they will be able to work on that copy. Now, if I wanted to, I could click Plus New, and I could provide my students with their own copy of a blank Word document or a blank PowerPoint presentation. If I had additional exemplars or instructions, I could always attach those files from my OneDrive or possibly from Teams or upload from my device. And then I could simply make those so that students can't edit. And then that way they have resources to refer to as well as a template to work on. All right, let's continue on. Below instructions, you will see a field where you can enter the point value or the raw score for this assignment. Notice that you can even click to add a rubric, and you can choose a rubric from rubrics that you've previously created or add a brand new rubric. We'll take a closer look at building rubrics in Microsoft Class Teams in a separate video. For now, let's just enter points. We'll say this assignment will be out of 25. Below points, we can choose who we're going to assign this to. Notice that in addition to being able to assign it to the demo class team, if I continue to assign to all students, I can select multiple classes. So now I have it assigned to 2 classes. Let's just clear it so that it's only assigned to this team. Now, if I'm only assigning to this team, notice that where it says all students, if I click on that, I can choose individual students, or I could make this a group assignment. In order to make it a group assignment, I simply pick groups of students, and in the next window, I can choose to either manually group my students, which would let me select the students and put them into groups, or I could randomly group students and let Microsoft Teams sort the students and put them into groups. Let's go with randomly grouped students. We'll say that there will be 2 groups, and I would simply click Create Groups. Notice that Teams lets me edit the groups that have been randomly created, so I can add more students or remove students from specific groups. Let's go Cancel. I'm happy with these groups, so we'll click Done. And now notice that the information under your template has changed to students edit together in groups. That means that students in one group will get one copy that they can edit together. All right, next we can set a due date. Let's change the due date to next Thursday, September 30th, and we can set a time that it's due. Currently, assignments will post immediately with late turn-ins allowed. I can click Edit and notice that I can schedule this assignment to assign in the future. So maybe I'm creating this assignment late at night and I don't want any of my keeners in class to get started that late. So I am going to say that this is going to post or go live in the team tomorrow. And I can type or choose a time. Let's say 8 a.m. I see the due date, but notice that I can add a close date. So in addition to the due date being Thursday, September 30th, maybe I will say that I will no longer accept the assignment after Monday, October 4th. And I just simply click Done. Under Settings, notice that I can add the assignment to calendars. To support my students in managing their time and their organization for class, I'm going to add this to my students and my own calendar. Currently, this assignment notification is set to post in the general channel. If this particular assignment was assigned to all the students, I'd be able to select different channels to post the notification inside of. Because this is a group assignment, it is going to be posted in the general channel. Now notice here along the top, I can either discard, save as a draft, or remember I set this to schedule for tomorrow. So I can go ahead and click schedule and the assignment will show up under assigned in my main assignments tab.